tonight. Plus one news in review. We're going real cash tonight. That's right. So basically, how we're doing this is to just remind you of the pudding test. Have you seen the pudding test yet? Perhaps not. Okay, well, news and review. So if that was really the case, and of course we're eating at this point, and that's because, we know how important that is to human nature, we would actually have some news, don't you think? I do. So, what we have here is the Vancouver Sun. That's right, Vancouver Sun. Okay, and the top story here is Division Still Haunt BC NDP. And apparently, these guys, I could have read the article and everything and given this a lot of thought and stuff, but I think we'll just analyze the headline itself, okay? Divisions. Okay, that's the state of affairs for Canadian politics right now. And haunting. We have the word haunt here. See this? Really, it says haunt. It says haunt. So basically, we could, without even reading the article, because of course I haven't, we could do nightmare, haunt, divisive nightmare, Canadian government. That's my message. Okay. Now, if hundreds, this is one, you're gonna like this because normally I'm kind of, I'm a little sardonic. Let's face it. Hundreds, if not thousands, of BC kids go to school hungry. Now, I did read this one, and the reason that I read that was because I was thinking to myself, as I did proclaim in a totally out-of-order manner at the mayoral debate when Occupy Vancouver was going on, and I stood and I said, point of order. How can you call yourselves a government when you can't even feed and house the people? I think that's number one. And it looks like at least the Vancouver Sun on their front page is taking a look at that in Richmond. We have a lot of kids that are going to school, and they're going to school hungry, they're going to school without breakfast, and they're going to school without a lunch bag. So my report on that is this is indicative. It's indicative. Okay? It's indicative of digging. A certain concept I'd like to present to you. It is not okay for the government to not be providing our children with nutrition and nutritious food. The reason that I say that is not because I think people should have a handout or because I think things should be free. Things should not be free. So why is it that our government stole all of this land, like, North America, whole motherfucking thing, and then they try and sell it back to us at prices we cannot afford? That's not right. What I would like to suggest is that instead of pointing the finger at the government, which I love to do, I'm not saying I don't, I'm just saying for a minute, perhaps we could look at ourselves and say, do we have food rotting in our refrigerators? What do we throw out? And exactly what part are we playing in the overall hunger situation, which we normally associate with third world countries, that's happening right here. So this might sound crazy, but I think it's a good idea, perhaps, if you took some Tupperware containers or some old sour cream cottage cheese containers, something like that, and put your leftovers in there. And then we don't have a lot of street people or a lot of homeless people here, but if you're going to Vancouver, you can just hand that right out. Or you can suggest that to your friends that live in Vancouver. Or you can make sure that you do drop food items off at the food bank in Seashelt or Gibson's. And in your everyday life, you can also just reserve judgment on yourself. I'm not judging you when I'm saying this, I'm just making a suggestion. All of us are wasteful. It's the way we were trained, the way we were influenced. by the media. And so I am, in fact, trying to have an influence on you. No, I'm not. That's why this is all improvised and my hair is not combed, because I'm not trying to have an influence on you. That is why I'm not like all dressed up and stuff, and I don't really. That's why I want you to have an influence on you. That was Plus One News in review. We'll see you again. Ciao, Bella. I'm going to figure out this whole turning off thing. And by the way, Widjima is working for that channel and will be back to be my sound, camera, and lighting